Hello. Huskies back again with more Los Angeles Kings franchise mode commentary in NHL 18. And we are back. No, I did not run with my tail between my legs after completely and utterly destroying what could have been a solid draft last video. That was bad. Probably traded away the wrong prospect. Have to wait and see what happens with that. Pretty much have shoehorned myself into having to trade Doughty to pretty much just start the rebuild. Well, not really rebuild, but retool my defense. My forwards are pretty much going to stay the same because they're all young. Trocheck, he doesn't want an extension. He wants $6.5. He wants $7 million, so he's not going to come back. So that was a wasted trade. Torrey Krug, if I sign him, it'd be just trade him, honestly. DeBrus, Velarde, I should have traded probably. He's not progressing as I would hoped. And again, like the comment said, he's somebody that I don't see progress very often. Him and Veleno kind of are real hit and miss. But defensively, looking at it, Doughty, if I trade, pretty much what it's going to come down to is figuring out a package to bring back that is worth Doughty. So what we're going to do this video is, I'm not actually going to do the offseason this video. We're going to browse some trading partners potentially for Doughty. Because like the comment said, I don't have any use for him. I have to do the resign phase first though, don't I? Shit. Alright, we'll do the resign phase. We have $30 million. I'm going to let Trocheck go. That was a deal that didn't work out. Had a lot of those. Philip Zadina wants to be here. $8.4 million. He's only 22. I don't know if he's earned an $8.4 million deal yet. Alright, 69. I mean, his point totals are up there. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to him. 8.4 for 2 years. That's fine. Torrey Krug doesn't want to be here. So let's look to see what we have all expiring first. Jake DeBrusque. 3.5. Does he want to be here? He does. Drop that a little bit to 3.4. Joel Armia. 2.3. Cody Eakin. You were an AHL player anyway. Kempe. 2.2. 2.7. Goaltenders, nobody. What's Leeson's an 81. He's an RFA. Boyd. Leeson's another guy that we kind of lucked out and we can trade to kind of retool our team. Alright, so Torrey Krug. Glebov is a guy that showed that he has pretty good offensive talent. I mean, he had 20 goals. He's got no playmaking potential, but if I can get him on a line that will just feed him, it'll be pretty good. Suzuki's turned out to be half decent so far. I mean, I'm sticking with him. I might as well pay the man. Oh no, he does want an extension. Why did I do that? What was I looking at? I was looking at waivers. Shit. Cody Eakin I don't want to bring back. I'm going to sign Krug, or I'm going to attempt to sign Krug. We're just going to trade him anyway. I'm going to offer him 6. I know he doesn't want to be here, so let's see who signs. But Krug and Doughty got to go. This is going to be a bit of a... I don't want to use the term rebuild because it's not. Because our forwards are most likely going to stay pretty much the same. But we need to get younger. Alright, so everybody signed it and I needed to. Using Doughty, we can get a pretty good package back. It's just a matter if I want to do something like I did with Buffalo, where I brought in Zadina and Middlestat, or if I just want to go for a big name young defenseman. Kempe is only 25 and he wants to be here, so I'm struggling to want to pay him that much, but alright, so forward centers, Larkin, Middlestat, Thompson, Suzuki, that's fine. Left wings, Kreider, DeBrusque, Kempe. I don't know who you are, so I'll disqualify you. T Swift. Keep you around. Nolan, NHL potential. Keep them around. Right wingers, Zadina, Besser, Glebov, Shoshnikov, Aston Reese. Aston Reese was a half decent player for us. 18 points. What was Shoshnikov? Shoshnikov at 27. He had 18 goals, so I think Shoshnikov earned a spot. At least a 1-year deal. And you know what? We'll throw him an offer too. He only wants $1 million. Your rookie contract with NHL potential. Qualify you defensively. Doughty, we got all them signed. You might actually turn out to be something, so we'll keep you around for a year. Jordan Subban. I don't think Subban. Do you want a one-way, dude? I don't want to give you a one-way. Let's see what we got down here. 7th defenseman, a whole bunch of 7th D-men. Whole bunch of unsigned rookies. Yeah, I did kind of go a little overboard with the defense. Phillips is already 21. I'll sign him and I won't qualify friend. Vorobyev, 71. You're probably not going to get any better. I'll qualify you. Goaltenders, Leeson. Alright, we're good goaltender wise. Alright, so let's see who signs. Let's see where that puts us cap space wise. I mean, trading Doughty ideally will free up a good amount of cap space. Depending on the package we bring back. Ooh, Shoshnikov rejected. I should have read why he rejected. Stop mashing the A button. It's probably like, no, I didn't lowball him. I actually gave him the contract he wanted. Yeah, that's what I offered him. Alright, so let's actually read the thing this time. Maybe I did change it. I don't remember changing it, but I must have. Alright, so let's send to free agency. This way we can look at potential trade partners. Mana, so those are all RFAs. Oh, excuse me. Alright, sign free agents. Johnny Gaudreau, Andrei Svechnikov, Anthony Mantha, Justin Falk, Trocheck, Sam Reinhart, Josh Manson, Jake McCabe. I mean, this is a half decent. Like, Svechnikov would be nice, but I don't want to give up my first, second, and third round picks for him. Because I just don't feel like he's worth it. Goaltenders, Leeson's our goalie. I don't need a goalie. I'm probably just going to avoid free agency this year, in all honesty. Or maybe I go make trades and then I come back to free agency to see what's out here value-wise. I might have just leaned right into the fan. Oops. See if there's anybody worthwhile looking at here. There's really not. I mean, David Krejci, now he's 36. Yeah, these guys are all way out of my price range right now. Johnny Gaudreau would be nice as well, but he's already 28. Consistent 25 plus goal scorer. I would want a 30 goal scorer. Svechnikov could probably be that, but again, I feel like he's more of a playmaker than a sniper. Anthony Mantha, quality power forward. Probably 25 goals a game. Oh no, not even 20. Struggling. Struggle is real. Sam Reinhart. I really don't like Sam Reinhart in this game. Even with good players, he never gets above that like 50-point mark. Alright, so let's go see what we can package together here. I'm probably just going to leave free agency alone. Except to maybe like shore up some depth. That'd be pretty much it. I don't want to trade my... I want to leave my draft picks out of it. So Doughty's still maxed out. Full-blown maxed out. So let's look at... let's see, who wants Krug first? Alright, so we got Calgary, Columbus, Dallas, Edmonton, St. Louis, Toronto, Washington. Alright, so Washington probably doesn't have anybody young. Although Krug I don't really need to get a whole lot back for. Oops. Oh, they have PK Subban. PK Subban and Morgan Riley. Wow. Mikhail Anderson? Anderson? It's Anderson. Defensive D-man. Low elite. I mean, I've got Braunstrom in my Rangers run, and he really hasn't turned out to anything good. Again, I could just take... I mean, we're retooling. I could take an NHL defenseman for the time being, like somebody who's on a 1 or a 2 year deal, preferably a 1 year deal, and then bring a prospect back with him. Because I just need to... I need to figure out a way to get younger while still... I mean, would it be worth it to use Doughty to get Svechnikov? I don't know. I'm not gonna make any trades this video. This is more or less just putting some feelers out there and looking for feedback. Because I rushed into the draft last video and screwed myself over. I really don't know what I want to get back for Krug. Krug's he's an interesting spot. He's got half decent trade value. So I don't know if I just... Medium top 4 defenseman, 19, Mikhailsky. Alright, so we're putting a pin in Dallas. Dallas for Mikhailsky. Do they have cap room? Ooh, not really. So I'd have to bring somebody... Well, I mean, I'd have to bring somebody back anyway. I could go Honka and Mikkelsen. They'd still be over the cap, huh? Really? Oh, it's so close. I don't want to eat any contract. Alright, so not Honka. Let's try somebody else. Because I'm not expecting to be a good playoff team. And if I'm going to hold on to my draft picks, I'm not upset if we are downgrade in terms of our current NHLers. Jason Demers, 81 overall. Still, how close is it? I'd say 255. Oh my god, there's 700k over. Oh, do you have anybody that's got no value that you want to trade me that has a contract hit? No, they all have... Oh wait, I'm looking at defensemen. That'd be why. Oland, no. I see. I want somebody with a 1 year contract. This dude. That would still be over? What? How? What am I not doing math right or something? I must not be mathing correctly. Alright, William Carrier. That's gotta be enough. Yeah. I'm scared to hit propose. And that's why I was scared to hit propose. Well, we traded Torrey Krug. God damn it. I really wish there was a... I mean, I'm not upset by that. I think that's a good trade. We brought in a couple guys to just kind of fill the void while these guys get some time to progress. So who did we bring in? Let's look at our defense. So we traded Torrey Krug. We brought in this Mikhailsky, 19, medium top 4. He's already 66 overall. He's on an entry level deal, so we can play him in the AHL. We've got that going for us. I pretty much have to. I am not going to propose any trades with Doughty. We're just going to look at packages and we're going to go from there. Because right now we're sitting with Doughty, McIsaac, who I would love for him to be an NHL defenseman at some point. He's probably going to be an NHL defenseman this season, just because it's going to be a year of progress. But Demir's 1 year deal, don't have to re-sign him. Was Carrier a 1 year deal? Yep. So I don't have to re-sign him either. Alright, so there's no future cap hits there. Alright, I'm happy with that trade. Personally, I like that trade. I think that Mikhailsky kid is going to be a good he's not so risky. So Drew Doughty is maxed out. I could trade him anywhere I want probably for the right price. But let's look at the teams that want him first. So Calgary. Oh man. Jaden McKenna. Now this is where it comes down to it, is do I attempt to trade Doughty for a big name young defenseman? This kid's 21, he's already 90 overall. I could get something else in return with him, but we're going to put a pin in him. So we've got Calgary. I'm actually going to bring up a notepad. Let me make sure to save that one. New. Alright, so Doughty, so Calgary. Obviously you can't see. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Because I'm rather well versed in my OBS. Let's do a, oops, nope, not that one. Do a quick little window capture of my notepad, my handy dandy notepad. We'll, can I raise the font size? Font. That's a little easier to read. Oopsie. Alright, so let's see if we can keep that right there. Alright, so Calgary, we've got McKenna. 90 overall, 21-year-old. And that's, we put a package together for him. Alright, so let's keep looking around. Got Dallas, let's try Dallas. Dallas really didn't have anything that interested me. I mean, Heiskanen's not bad, but he's an 83 at 22. I don't feel like he's gonna get much better. We just traded Krug there, so let's just put a big old cross through them. Edmonton. Now Edmonton, I could go with trying to get Svechnikov. But again, I feel like if I'm gonna do this, I'd want at least one big name defenseman instead of a big, because my forwards are pretty much, I don't want to say set. There's room for improvement, but I don't think Svechnikov is that guy. But we'll put him here anyway. How old was he? He was 22. Alright. Let's keep looking. Alright, so we got St. Louis. Not a lot of teams are interested in Doughty. Granted, I could probably make a deal work anyway. St. Louis has nothing of interest to me. Absolutely none. I'm not even going to look at him. Toronto really doesn't either, man. Just, I mean, they have, all these teams have forwards. I mean, Gooley's not bad, but again, if I'm going to trade Doughty, he's already 20. Never mind. I'm real hesitant about guys that are already 20 with this potential, because usually they don't turn out. Alright, so let's pass on Toronto. Washington wants him? Does Washington everything worthwhile? Madison Bowie, 27. Smith, top 4 defenseman, 77, he's 22. Ty Smith, first round pick. Alright, so he's somebody maybe that I could package with something. This Van Ryan kid, 17 years old. Wow, 17-year-old, I think it's the lowest I've ever seen. Where'd they draft him? Wow, 20th? Damn. Medium elite, that's a nice pickup. The rest of it, they really don't look very interesting though. I keep coming back, like, I mean, McKenna and Calgary really jumps out at you. Winnipeg, Trouba's 28, Morrissey's 27. I mean, I'm obviously looking for big names first before looking at packages. So if you see anybody that you have an interest in package-wise that you can put together, like somebody mentioned the Middlestat Zadina combo, feel free to post it, and I will cover it next video. I'm trying to think of who has decent. Jake Bean. I could, again, we've got a full trade value to work with, so I'm gonna throw Carolina on this list. Bean. Oops. 87 overall. Oops, I'm streaming currently. Go ahead and stop that. Keep forgetting that I have a hotkey. Alright, so Bean, obviously I would package him with something. Probably a first or a second. Don't think they have any else down here. Alright, so let's keep looking. Chicago, they're probably not going to have... I mean, they have Provorov. He's 25? Really? That's it? I figured he was older than that. Prosser. High top 4 defenseman, Sheldon Prosser. Alright, alright. I can get behind that. Oh, that's not how you spell Chicago. Prosser. Let's start the stream again. And he's 20, so again, could package him with something. They've got guys to pick from here. There's also Provorov. Provorov is 25, so that would give me like a pretty big window Let's do this. I feel real silly if I misspell some of these. That does say 25, right? Yeah. Okay. Stop the stream again. Alright, so let's keep looking. Colorado, probably Zadorov. Generous. Generous would be too much. I mean, he's a franchise defenseman, so I doubt they would trade him, though. Because they already don't want to trade. They don't want Doughty. So I'd have to go above and beyond to get him, probably. Zadorov, maybe. I mean, they got a lot of young talent. But again, I'm looking more for that big name right away. Columbus really doesn't have anything. Dallas, we already talked about. Detroit has all forwards. Edmonton has Shvechnikov. Florida really falls off after Barkov, Ekblad, and Huber. They did not do. They look like me. They did not fill out their team very well. Minnesota, Bradford kid, 78 at 20 years old. Don't really think he's good enough. Shattenkirk, no. Montreal continues to struggle defensively. Roman Josi, Ryan Ellis, McLaren, Calico, no. Marshall, Ned Marshall, New Jersey, offensive defenseman. I'm gonna go ahead and add him. Marshall, 91 overall. Oops, overall. He's 21 years old, so again, comes back to the same thing as McKenna. They've also got this Robbins kid, so Stanley Robbins. So let's go ahead and hit him as well. Now he's a bit more of a not in the ready now, so I really got to turn off this hotkey. Alright, so let's see what else we got. The Islanders, Nicoletti, nope. Rangers, Swanson, Melvin Swanson, first round pick. Has 1 year left on an entry level, so we'd get to choose how to re-sign him. I'm gonna go ahead and add him as well. Oops, I'm just doing NYR. Swanson, 89 overall, 20 years old. Oh, actually, didn't start streaming that time. Weird. They've also got Rasmus Dahlin, but I mean, I've already got Dahlin. Although at the same time, though, Dahlin in this is going to be different than the Dahlin in my Rangers one. It's funny that he's on both the Rangers. He's on the Rangers in both of them, since this is a newer roster. But Ottawa, nobody. Philly, Gasha, Spare, and a whole bunch of centers. Pittsburgh, nothing. San Jose, Pinot, it's probably Pinot. He's already 22 though. He'd be up there. Nope. No, I'm not live. We already looked at St. Louis. Tampa Bay, Sergachev. Wow, he's maxed out. Callan Foote. I really don't want to make Tampa Bay better than they already are. Or we already looked at them. Vancouver, Galvin, Ulevy, Merkley. So Vancouver's got a couple guys I could look at here that I could get even more back with. Vegas, nobody. Washington we already looked at. Winnipeg we already looked at. Anaheim, Hargrave, 22, 4.6, 59 points, 67 points, 54 points. Alright, he might not be bad. I really don't want to share with Anaheim though. That's the last thing I want to give is Doughty. Boquist in Arizona, 21. Well, Adam Boquist might not be bad either. Boston, Cairns. It's a guy I passed on. Charlie McAvoy's 24. Buffalo, they Ristolainen. Then we're back to McKenna. Alright. So there's our list. I'm gonna throw a... Oops. I'm gonna throw the Arizona dude on there. What is it, Boquist? What is he? 89. And he's 21. Alright, so there's our list of players that we pretty much take names from. And also we've got Vancouver, who had various so we've got a bunch of things we can pick from. You can go back at any point and pause the video when we're looking at that team to see if there's somebody that I can put together. Currently I'm gonna spend a little more time off camera looking over these teams. The guys that I'm looking the most at though are McKenna in Calgary, Boquist in Arizona, and out of the 70 overalls, probably Prosser in Chicago, because I can also get draft picks with him, and we can really build through the draft potentially. But that's where I'm going to leave this one. As always, comment section, you have been very, very talkative in the comments for the Kings, because I have seemed to continuously bring this team to a sputter. So feel free to let me know and give me your reaction to the Torrey Krug trade. I thought it was good, personally. That's my opinion though, because I made the trade. I think we got 2 contracts that we're not going to use after this year, and we got a kid that could potentially be a top 4 defenseman for us. So, like I said, comment section, and I will see you probably Friday for the next video. I want to give this one 2 days to kind of stew and get people to watch it. So, I will see you on Friday with some big decisions to be made.